Today I'm going to be breaking down some of my best and most simple Unreal ranked kills to teach all of you guys how to become a better and smarter fighter. So if you guys do enjoy, make sure you guys are subscribed, and let's get into the video. Alright, so now we're going to talk about learning to predict people's movement, because I think it's so important to read people's movement and then play based off of what they do. So in this example, this guy right in front of me on edge of zone, I get a big beam, crack him right here. Now, once I do get this beam, I obviously get in the dash water, and I'm going to dash twice to close the distance. Now, my third dash is going to be different. I'm going to ramp up and look up while I dash. This is going to allow me to get basically over his head and give myself a good angle. And it's also going to force him to walk backwards, because most people, when they get shot or they're getting pushed, they have one of two options. They either build up or they go backwards. They usually go backwards so that they have more builds in between the person and them. But if you can predict that, you're going to pick up a lot of free kills. So in this example, I predict where this guy is going to go, and I predict that he's going to be falling back. See, he builds this roof here, and he starts to back up just by backpedaling, right? I predict that by placing a cone and a roof above him. Then once I place those cones, I just simply double edit, place a full box around me, cones, walls everywhere, and then I'm able to one-tap him and pick up a free kill without taking any damage. Alright, so this is the next fight we're going to get into. It's a very, very simple example of learning which builds are yours and which aren't to take advantage of that person. Now, at this point, I'm just trying to pressure this guy's builds to see if I can get him to peak, because I have the Mythic Og. So if I get in Bloom Battle, I'm obviously going to win that. But then I drop down to his wall because I want to force him out of that box. Edit on him, taking a good peek here. Even if he does that peanut butter edit, I can still hit him. And then he tries to double edit up. I predict that by blocking it off. Then when he edits, I'm waiting for him to make a move, do a peanut butter edit, and cone him when he jumps. That's the most important thing. I see him start to run, and then I know I can edit on him, because if I just edit on him when he has the shotgun out, he can just shoot me. But I edit at the right time so that I can just block him, cone him. I'm able to crack him. Then after I get that crack, I still notice that the roof is mine after he replaces this. I am able to just edit up, edit the floor, and then I'm able to pick up a kill. Also, notice how I changed up the angle in this fight. Look, I take the first shot. Once I take the first shot, I then switch up the angle and I stop going for that same wall, because it's obviously off limits. Now, everyone in ranked gets in this scenario where you have someone chasing you and they're one of those hyper aggressive players where they're always constantly spraying. The way to deal with these people is wait till they take a shot when you know that they can't shoot back. So in this example, this guy sprays on my wall. Now, obviously, he could just keep spraying, but I see him swap to his shotgun, and then he shoots with his shotgun. That means that he can't shoot back, because he obviously wasted all of his AR bullets, and he just shot his shotgun, so I know there's a delay before the next time he can shoot. So now I know I can edit, and I'm able to just simply two-tap him. As you can see, he's trying to shoot back, and he can't shoot back. So make sure that you guys are reading the other players and seeing what they're doing so that you can play based off what they do. Alright, so in this next example, we're going to talk about the fake pickaxe swing. Now, everyone knows what a fake pickaxe swing is. If you don't, basically, you just bait out your opponent by fake swinging or just pulling out your pickaxe so that you can get a shot off. Now, in this example, we're going to be going over, I am in one of the toughest positions I've ever been in this season. I mean, there was basically no point in me living in this fight. I don't know how I came out on top. As you can see, I have a great advantage right now, right? I have crazy health advantage going into this. He does have the medallion, though, so he is obviously a little scary. I get a crack on him. Now I'm going to start chasing him. I'm going to drop on this, just catch myself so I don't take any fall damage. Now, a very, very good thing you can do with the rings is while you're going through the rings, spray, so that when you land on the wall, you're going to slide through and land in the back of their box. I do this in this example. I'm going to spray, and I'm going to slide at the same time so that I keep my momentum, because if I didn't, I would just stop in place. So I slide so that it keeps my momentum. When I land in the back of his box, I'm able to turn, see how he's still facing forward. I can then crack him, but then I get in this bad position, right? He's going to armor this off, and he's going to get out. This is a big problem, because now I am stuck here, and he is going to eventually flip his ramp, and he is going to get a big pump on me. Now, at this point, he does it again. I'm super weak at this point. I have nowhere to go. I'm in his box. Everything around me is surrounded. What am I going to do, right? I do a very, very simple swap move. Look, I'm going to do it right here. Look, swap to my pickaxe, swap back to my shotgun. Now he thinks he has an advantage, and he goes in for it, and I'm able to get a finishing kill. And now I've just picked up the Siphon Medallion for free, even though I was in one of the worst positions you could be in. Also, if you guys are enjoying this content so far, go check out my community. It is free. In this community, you could have the chance of 1v1ing me. Also, I shout out people every single day. Here's today's. So if this does interest you, go to the link in the description. Go check it out, and let's get back into the video. Also, another thing, tapping your fizz before you enter fights can give you a huge advantage going into them. So in this example, just tap my fizz, and then I'm going to ramp on this guy because I know he's doing the exact same thing. But this always allows me to always have high ground. Then once I'm able to close the distance, I try and pre-fire him, but he is bad with his edit. Able to grab the wall, get a 22 hit on him. Then I'm just waiting for him to make a bad mistake. Realize he's editing up, but he makes a terrible edit because I can just see him. Also, notice how I hug the wall right here. If I am out here in the open, he can shoot me. But since I'm behind the wall, from his angle, he can't even see me. So when he does shoot, he breaks the wall, and I'm able to then get another shot off on him and crack him. Then all I have to do is just to keep up the pressure. Obviously, don't build in wood. Look how he only builds one box. That allows me to keep pressure on him the whole time. If he was to go out this way and use his hard mats and then expand out this way and like build a few boxes, he might have had a chance to live. But since he doesn't do that, I'm able to just spray him, and then eventually I can just bleed through and then pick up a free elimination. Alright, so now I want to talk about having good awareness of what's around you, because I think it's so important to realize when people are distracted and awareness check people. Now, awareness checking people basically means when they are not focused on you anymore and they're focused on something else. Do a very, very simple trick right here. Smack on a wall, throw a ramp in his face. Predict that he's backing up. As he does, you can see him backing up this way. He does make it out of that box though, and he gets over to this one. Very, very unlucky. Once I get to him though, I'm going to slow it down a little bit. Smack on his wall. Chill in here. I just will kind of wait and see what's happening. Then the guy behind me starts to shoot. You're going to notice this. Look, he starts to shoot at this back wall. See that this guy back here? He starts shooting. Then I know that this guy's distracted. I start editing a peanut butter. Then when I see him turn his body. That means that I know he's distracted, and I know he's not fully focused on me anymore. So I spray his wall while he's running back because I know he can't turn and replace the build. So that by the time he turns around, it's too late for him, and I'm able to pick up a free kill just by waiting for him to be distracted. Alright, so now I want to talk about forcing the last two people to always fight each other. I think it's a very, very common scenario everyone gets in. You're in a top 3 scenario and there's 2 other people. And maybe sometimes you get a third party and you get sprayed by the other guy. The way to avoid this is to always force the other 2 to fight. In this example here, I'm obviously on high ground. Now, since I just sprayed that guy, I now force both players down on lower layers. That means I'm all alone up here. Now, these are ranked games, so they're not that high elo. But forcing the other 2 people to fight makes it a lot easier for me on any rotation I do. So now I make sure to tap my fizz in case I get shot out. I always have myself fizzed. I'm going to do a very, very simple move to make me faster. I then ramp up, and I am going to then place cones across, and I'm going to fall down now, because if I just jump in the air right here, if I go off of this and I just jump, this guy could shoot me in the back and then literally just insta-kill me with an AUG. But since I get this distance away, now by the time that I fall, he doesn't have time to shoot me, and I'm able to just fall down, get into front of zone, and then just build up and have control of everything. See how now they're both back here? Now this guy gets distracted, right? And now I can just look back at them, and I'm eventually just going to be able to just pressure him, crack him. Once I crack him, then he's forced into this fight, and even though he's probably maybe a better player than this guy, I just forced him into this fight, and now he dies. And then all I have to do is fight the last guy, which I knew was not that good. I'm able to spray him out, hold out my shotgun. Once I see him fall, I'm able to hit him, follow him down, take a good angle, and then I win the game, right? But the thing about this is I don't do anything special. I don't do anything crazy. I don't like do some crazy free build and control the fight. I literally just use my movement and my angles and where my positioning to just give myself a better chance of winning over the other 2. Alright, so that's going to do it for this video. If you guys did enjoy, make sure that you guys are subscribed. And if you guys did like this content, go check out my community. It's free. You'll have the chance to 1v1 me, and you'll even have the chance for me to VOD review. So if this does interest you, go and check it out. And go check out these videos right here. And I'm out. Peace.